They will have to follow their own rules and stop name-calling and fueling social media disputes. The school board is going to have to get its house in order, because when it's dysfunctional, it affects the entire city.
That's Nashville Mayor David Briley lashing out today at the Metro Nashville School Board.
He says the board needs to step up because, quote, we are failing too many of our children and families, especially people of color.
The mayor says he supports embattled schools director Dr. Sean Joseph and his push to create equity in our schools.
News Channel 5's Brandon Marshall was at the mayor's news conference today. He joins us now with more on the message to the board. Brandon.
Carrie, the mayor says there is no time to waste. The board needs to come together and focus on students and teachers. He says he's going to be using his influence to help steer the board and make sure that they're doing what they need to do.
I have informed Dr. Sharon Gentry, the chair of the school board, that my administration must and will be involved moving forward in operations, finances, and human resources, and certainly how the board searches for any new schools director, first for an interim and then a more permanent leader.
Briley praised school board director Dr. Sean Joseph for challenging the city to make equity in our schools a priority. He admits Joseph made some mistakes, but says he supports him. Over the last several months, News Channel 5's investigation exposed a sexual harassment scandal and a morale crisis inside the district. Dr. Joseph now faces possible suspension of his state license for not ensuring that teacher misconduct cases were properly reported to the state. He did not talk with reporters after today's conference, and Briley says the school board's focus should always be the students, and members need to stop having closed-door meetings and arguing on social media about leadership.
Every child in Nashville, yes, every child in Nashville deserves a school board with his or her best interests in mind.
Now, speaking of the school board, member Anna Shepard, who earlier this week said she plans to call a vote to terminate Dr. Joseph's contract, she told me, quote, today that the school board will get past this and move forward. As for Fran Bush, another outspoken critic of Dr. Joseph, she called Briley's comments appalling. She says that the board is bitterly divided over Joseph and the job that he has done.
Once we relieve him of his duties, I do believe that we can start healing. But until that happens, this is the outcome of what he says, a dysfunctional board. We're dysfunctional because we have a leader who is very dysfunctional. So once we can make that transition happen, then we will start to heal.
Now, if you would like to watch Briley's entire speech, you could do so on newschannel5.com or also on our Facebook page. And we also posted school board members' statements on our website, newschannel5.com. In Nashville, Brandon Marshall, News Channel 5.
Brandon, thanks. Of course, there are school board members who support Dr. Joseph. Vice Chair Board Member Christiane Buggs sent us this statement this afternoon, saying in part, conversations around race, especially in this city, are often tense and difficult to engage in with true consideration. MNPS has a very diverse makeup, and we cannot positively impact the future without acknowledging how our perspectives are shaped by those differences. I would like to thank Mayor Briley for his support of our current director, as well as for his suggestion that the MNPS School Board get our collective act together.